Every year, we try to bring you some of the best things to do, to see, and to shop during the holiday season in Greensboro. This year, a twist. We're highlighting a tradition many families follow this time of year and showing you 3 wants, 3 needs, 3 wares, and 3 reads. All Greensboro made, of course. And be sure to stay till the end because there will be a special bonus holiday surprise. That's what's great about the holiday season, and there's no better place to spend it than right here in Greensboro. Let's start off our 3 wants here at the Tanger Center because there are a ton of things you're going to want to do this holiday season and into 2025. Jenny Lanning is Marketing Director. Hello.
Hi, Rosemary. How's it going?
It is great. Let's talk about holidays at the Tanger Center because there are so many fun things to do and see here.
So many holiday shows we have coming up here. So we kick off December with the Nutcracker from our friends at UNC School of the Arts. That plays December 6th through 8th. Then we go right into Elf the Musical, which is playing on Broadway right now and has for a few years. And it's just as funny as the Will Ferrell movie, I assure you. It's really cute. And then we'll go right into Hamilton at the end of the year. Yeah, it starts day after Christmas and runs through January 5th.
Oh, and tickets still available for all of these things, right?
Yes, girl. Tickets at tangercenter.com. All still have tickets available.
Okay, we got to look ahead just a little bit to 2025 because some people might want to buy tickets. Those are great stocking stuffers, or maybe get gift certificates for the new year.
Yeah, tickets are the perfect holiday gift, right? Like we always say, give the gift of a night out. So whoever wants, we do have gift cards available. So you go to tangercenter.com/gift cards. And then gosh, tons of shows coming up in the new year. Everything from Dancing with the Stars and Alton Brown to one of my favorite Broadway shows, MJ, which is the Michael Jackson musical. The Book of Mormon is coming back. Back to the Future, the musical. And there's probably going to be a DeLorean on stage. And then we have one of my favorite shows from the last season in New York, Some Like It Hot, coming as well. So lots and lots coming down the pipe.
All right, have you made your list? You can head over to tangercenter.com and you can send suggestions to your friends and family while you're doing your own shopping. There's likely someone on your list who's going to want toys, and there's no better place to toy shop in Greensboro than Toys & Co. Mark Holcomb, of course, is the guy who's going to help us figure out what's going on. Let's start with this. This is really cool. I feel like I'm at the Children's Museum.
Yeah, we're going to start with air tubes from Fat Brain Toys. It is a blower with the tubes that you build, and you build it however you want to. It's a giant building toy with a blower and balls.
I love it. Okay. That almost got me. I love it.
It'll be Toy of the Year this year.
That's awesome. Okay, let's move on down the line.
Virtual reality kits, we have dozens of different ones. Use your smartphone with it. It comes with a fully illustrated book, and there are different little codes on each of the books that put you into a virtual world, a 3-dimensional world about the content, for instance, dinosaurs or space. We have, again, lots of different titles, and it's perfect for 6 to 9-year-olds.
Oh, that's really cool. I love that.
And then from Madame Alexander, you might know Madame Alexander. They've been making collectible dolls and play dolls for 100 years. They came out this year with a really value-priced combination set that comes with the doll, the bed, and the high chair. It would normally be about $70, and it's only $50.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, so many little girls love a doll. And tell us about this truck.
And then the Buddy truck. It's cool. You get the flatbed and the excavator. And what you're able to do is control both with a single remote.
So cool. Okay, Mark, how many toys do you have in this store? Guess, just a guesstimate.
I happen to know within about 500 there's over 15,000 different things.
Wow. And you can't pick a favorite, can you?
No.
Don't even ask. It's like a child.
We have a 100 best list that we narrowed down from about 500. We have it here in the store, and it's also on our website.
The best way to shop Toys & Co. is to come to the store, but you can also go online, right?
Of course, yeah. Go online. Everything that is in the store is on our website and is based on what we have here. This is our only store, so it's really easy to manage.
And the website?
Is toysandco.com.
Toysandco.com. Come see them in Friendly Center, do your shopping, and as always, gift wrapped is free. Number 3 want, A Christmas tree. I love a live tree in my house, and every year since I was a little girl, we have been coming to Fred and Dot Wagner's Christmas trees, the big giant snowman. You know, this year is a great time to think about getting a live tree that was grown in North Carolina, because you are supporting Western North Carolina that was hit so hard by Hurricane Helene a couple of months ago. And in fact, this tree lot, many tree lots, are also donating some of their proceeds to Western North Carolina to support those who are trying to recover after the storm. So that's a great way to do something for your neighbors and add a little cheer to your home this holiday season. If you want to find out where to get a North Carolina Christmas tree, you can go to nchristmastrees.com. You can also look for tree lots around Greensboro. There are lots of them that sell North Carolina trees. Fred and Dot Wagner Christmas trees, and the big snowman this year on Battleground Avenue at Northwood Street. We're going to start our 3 needs talking about food, because everybody needs food. And this is how you can actually fulfill a need for someone in our community. Leslie Lloyd is the president of A Simple Gesture. Tell us about A Simple Gesture.
A Simple Gesture was created when Greensboro was named the hungriest city in the United States. That was back in 2015. And what we wanted to do was make it as easy as possible to be a part of the solution. So we started giving neighbors these green bags, and on it is a list of what the local food banks need the most. And a list of dates. So we ask that families go fill up a bag, and on the date given, they just leave it on their front porch. And our volunteers go around there to their neighbors' homes, pick up the bags, and then take them directly to local food banks. Places like Backpack Beginnings, Jewish Family Services, even Cone Hospital.
And what has the impact been?
It's been amazing. So to date, we collect from about 4,500 families that leave food on their front porch. We've collected over 5 million meals in the last 10 years.
That's amazing. And how can you get involved? How can you get the green bag?
It's very easy. Just go to our website, asimplegesturegso.org, and sign up to give. We'll deliver you a bag.
asimplegesturegso.org is the place, and start fulfilling one of those needs. Clothing is a definite need in our community, especially for children, and it's a need that is year-round. Mallory Goodman is VP of Operations for Backpack Beginnings. We're in the family market. We see lots of clothing around me, but there's a lot of need all the time, especially for children's clothing.
Yeah, children's clothing, and even especially boys' clothing. Those sizes starting at 2T all the way through size 8 is hard to find year-round, because the boys like to play really rough sometimes and with that clothing, but we'd love to get as many of those clothes in here so the families here in the community have a lot to choose from for their boys that are growing up.
So tell us about the family market and how it works.
Yeah, so our family market is a community family market for anyone in Guilford County that has children in their home under the age of 18. If they are having a hard time right now and are expressing that they have need to help make it to that next month, they can go online and make an appointment and come in and shop at no cost to them for any of the resources that we provide.
And how can we as a community support the family market, support Backpack Beginning?
Yeah, it's great because the community can just go through their children's items or any used items that they have and donate in what their kids grow out of, and then that is then given out and chosen by people in the community.
All right, so I'm looking, and obviously this boys 5 to 6 is a big need. You mentioned boys, you of course need girls' clothing as well. So from what age to what age, or what sizes are really particular that you're looking for?
Yeah. So we provide resources for children 0 to 17, so we need all the sizes, but the big focus group for boys and girls is that toddler sizes, those 2T, all the way through about that size 8 or 10, 12 sizes.
And I do see lots of short sleeves, and it is cold weather season, so we need some long sleeve things. It's a great time to look through your children's closets and see what is time to go.
And those children's coats, those winter coats and jackets that they're growing out of, we can use those here and definitely get those into the hands of our neighbors.
There are also opportunities to volunteer with Backpack Beginnings?
Absolutely. We are so excited to host between 200 and 300 volunteers every week here at Backpack Beginnings.
That is a ton. Thank you so much for all you do for our community. You can volunteer, you can donate, you can get involved. Go to backpackbeginnings.org. Of course, everyone needs shelter, especially this time of year. It's something we can't help thinking about when it is so very cold. Brian Hahn is CEO of Urban Ministries and has done such a good job of helping to shelter people in our community for so many years.
Yeah, Urban Ministry's been around for a long time, almost 60 years. And so shelter and housing is one of the big focuses that we have as an organization. And so any way we can keep folks out of the cold, and it's pretty cold today, and this whole week I think we're going to be down in the mid to low 20s. We're working really hard to make sure folks have a warm place to lay their head.
Okay, so what does that look like in practice here?
Yeah, so every day upstairs, right above my office here, we have 100 beds for single men and single women. It is 100% full. And we also have a family shelter just up on the north side of town for 16 families. It is always full. So imagine, 100 beds full, 16 families full. I've got a wait list for 64 families, and we're averaging anywhere from 15 to 20 folks a week seeking warm shelter here. We're partnering with 4 churches this winter, starting December 8th. First Baptist Church downtown here on Friendly Avenue, Westmark United Methodist Church, First Presbyterian Church, and Grace Community Church just down the road. A couple ways folks can help. Number one, each of those churches is going to need support. They're bringing in an army of volunteers to take this on. This wasn't something they had planned on or budgeted for. They stepped up at the 11th hour. So that would be huge. Secondly, folks can bring food, whether here to our food programming or support those churches with food. And then certainly financial donations can go a long ways as we continue to operate in arguably one of the toughest seasons of our time through the coldest months.
And we're looking at one way you can help right here, and that's the 2024 Honor Card. Where can we find that?
You can find it all over the town, okay? You can find it at some local vendors. You can find it at Barnes & Noble. You can find it online. You can find it here at our Gate City campus. We have them everywhere. This is the second year we've done a competition, and so local artists compete. We're thrilled with the product that we have, and this is the lighting ceremony that's going to happen in just a few days. We'll be there selling our cards, but really the Honor Card as much as about just telling folks and reminding folks what we do. The generosity of this community is incredible to support us, and we're really grateful for the city's support as well in this effort.
And online, where do we find Urban Ministry?
Yeah, just go to greensborourbanministry.org, and everything is there about our Honor Card, all our events. If you want to give, if you want to volunteer, we will certainly welcome your support.
Brian, thank you as always for all the work you do. And we're going to stay close partners throughout the winter. GreensboroUrbanMinistry.org. We're going to start our 3 wears with a local company that makes all of their clothing right here in Greensboro, custom for you. They don't make it until you order it. Andrea Krause is founder and owner of Gaia Conceptions. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Okay, what is Gaia Conceptions and how did you get started?
So Gaia Conceptions is an organic clothing company that custom makes everything based on your order. So your fabric choice, your sleeve choice, your design choice, your color choice, and of course your size choice. You go online and you build your own garment, and then based on all those choices, we cut it, we sew it, and then we dye it.
And you got started in what, 2007?
Yeah, we really got rolling in 2007. Someone was like, you should put your stuff on Etsy. And so I put my stuff on Etsy. Then they featured me in 2008, and then that was it. It just exploded. And I was actually going to go to get my master's at Northwestern, and Etsy featured me, and I was like, well,
I don't have time anymore.
I don't have to do that anymore. I'm just going to stay and build Gaia Conceptions, and we've been here ever since.
So you've been doing everything online until now. Now people can actually visit you and do a little shopping.
That's right. So literally just a few months ago, we made it to where you can book an appointment with us and come in and see what all our colors look like, see what our different shapes look like, feel our different fabrics, so that because it's so many choices, it can be overwhelming, and this creates an opportunity for you to, learn more and make a more informed decision about what combinations you put together for us to make.
What do you love about this?
Well, I love making things. I love working with our natural dyes. So there's something just like really fulfilling to dye a garment with marigold leaves. And then it's just so beautiful to watch how women feel when they put our clothes on. It's all natural fibers, it breathes really well, it's very comfortable, but we focus on simple, chic lines so you feel really put together visually, but you feel like you're wearing your pajamas. So you're comfortable, but you look somewhat tailored. You don't look like you're wearing your pajamas, but you feel like you're wearing your pajamas.
Because it is made for you, and it's made right here in Greensboro. And you can actually visit Gaia Conceptions. You just need to make an appointment online, GaiaConceptions.com. Visit them on Guilford Avenue and find something to wear this holiday season. When you're thinking about things to wear, how about supporting the hometown team, the Greensboro Grasshoppers, of course? Tim Vandal is GM of the Hoppers. Hello.
Hey, thank you very much, Rosemary, for coming by, and I hope you're doing well this morning.
Doing great. Okay, so I love to wear and sport my favorite teams, and of course the Hoppers, my favorite baseball team. So tell us about some of the things you have here.
We have all kinds of options right now, especially since it's so cold outside. Sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, we have blankets. We also have jerseys and a bunch of hats. And actually, we just got a new one in. We're going to release this here today, and it's a tricolor grasshopper hat. But we have all kinds of hats, you name it. Store is fully stocked, and as you get your online order in by the 16th, we'll get it to you before Christmas. Otherwise, the store will be open until the 20th, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Give us a call. Come on by. We have gift certificates available for tickets for next year. We have a wonderful schedule, and April 4th will be opening day, so it's right around the corner. Hopefully, just like you, if people like to support the hometown team, it'll be a wonderful Christmas gift.
Yeah, I love that idea too about the tickets, because you can print the schedule and you can put it in an envelope or wrap it in a big box. Would even be more fun.
Absolutely, and if you want, we'll create a gift certificate. We'll put it in a folder or an envelope, and definitely have schedules and other things as well. So come on by, and just please think about us, and thank you very much for stopping by.
You know it. Super cute stuff for the kids. The logo is awesome. It's great for the big kids too on your list. Check them out in person in downtown Greensboro or online at gsohoppers.com. More things to wear made by people right here in Greensboro. In fact, Shemai Brown is a student at North Carolina A&T State University, a freshman, right?
Yes.
And she has her own clothing business, crocheting.
Yes, I do. It's Quiche Designs. I crochet different types of clothing. Right now, since we're in the winter spirit, I have scarves going on and also vests.
I love it. How long have you been crocheting?
I've been crocheting for about 5 to 6 years. I'm more or less self-taught, but the internet did help a bit, learning different stitches and whatnot. I like that crochet kind of teaches you patience. That's one of the things I really wanted to work on myself. And also the different things you can make. It was so interesting to me how you can go from skirts, you can go to cardigans, scarves, vests. The possibilities are endless.
Well, this is beautiful. I love this. I love the details on it. What do you want to do? Is this something you want to grow? Do you want to do more crocheting? Do you want to branch into other things?
Yes, I want to continue doing crochet. Also, I want to continue doing larger projects, and I want to continue to design different clothing pieces in the crocheting field. Just continue that going throughout my future career.
And you're just getting started, just a freshman, but already doing some big things. Where can we find you, and where can we find your designs?
You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok at Keisha Designs _ KEISHA Designs _ and you can also find me in Richmond, Virginia, where I reside in, and also on North Carolina Agriculture and Technical States campus on a normal basis.
Thank you.
Of course.
We're going to start our 3 to read with children's books, and in fact, many children's books that you can choose from by a Greensboro author. Robert Crumroy started with adult books and then moved to children's books. Tell us kind of your story in briefly.
Well, I started a foundation with Meadowlark Lemon in 2002, and we began the program called the Bikes for Kids Foundation, which you see here in Greensboro. We supply over 3,000 children. Most are living below poverty. As we were doing this, we said, why don't we put a book with this? And so a number of years ago, the first book on Dream Big, Work Hard, Be Kind, Never Give Up became our foundational book, where we tried to teach kids how to really dream big and to think about what they want in the future and why were they in school, why were they doing what they were doing, and can their dreams come true. So it's a very motivational book that really gets children thinking about school's not just about getting grades, but it really has to do with my whole future.
But it got you thinking that there are other stories.
Well, we continued to expand it. That was a third grade book, and then we went to a fourth grade book, Dream Big, Make Good, I Promise, and then we asked to write a nutritional book, which got sanctioned by the Association of American Pediatrics, and then we did a financial book for fifth grade for financial literacy. So it's the same character who goes through and gets older, but they're working in different subjects.
I love that. And you have a new book out now.
Well, 9 new books. So I did a series on character building. And for instance, like compassion, do we sometimes think that these things just happen? Well, they don't. People kind of decide who they're going to be as they're growing up. And so these are children's books on compassion. There's one out there on resilience. There's one out there on choices. The choices I make today will affect who I become tomorrow. There's one on planning ahead. There's one on having a vision creates determination. So it's all character and life skill books for children thinking about who they want to become and what their life and what their purpose of life is.
So this isn't a money-making venture. Why do you do it?
When they started this in 2002, we had an agreement that we would never pay executives a salary, bonuses, benefits. There would be nothing, but the money would go into our work with children. And that's what we've done. Since 2002, there's never been a dime taken out for profits or for any of those issues. All the money goes into our bike program, our helmets, our books for children, because we're trying to make a difference in kids' lives.
And I know you've given away many, many, many books, but you can also get these books for your family. Where can you get them?
Yes. You can go on the bikesforkidsfoundation.org, and you'll see a whole display of about 16 different books. I continue to write more to come out. And so every year there will be new books, so visit us more than once.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your talent and your compassion with children in our community. Bikesforkidsfoundation.org is the website to shop. Okay, this is a book that is just for you, or maybe for a friend, or maybe for lots of friends. Kendra Adachi, aka The Lazy Genius, lives right here in Greensboro. She has a new book out, her third book out. Hello, let's go back though. So how did you get started? How did this Lazy Genius thing start?
Man, so I just realized that so many women that I encountered were trying so hard at so many things and too many things and trying to be amazing at all of them. And I thought, I feel like we needed another way than either trying really hard and trying to be a genius at everything or giving up and being like, I don't care. Because I think we do care. We care about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So we needed a big, wide middle. And that's when I started The Lazy Genius.
And people weren't really speaking to that middle,
They
really.
No.
There's lots of advice out there, but it wasn't speaking to those of us who are just trying to get by.
That's right. There's a lot of messages about trying to be great at everything. We have to optimize everything, and we're trying to 10x and level up. And I just want time to take a nap and read my books, and I want to be a good mom and a good wife and run a good business, but I don't need to be a master of everything in my life in order to really enjoy it. And so that's why I wrote this most recent book.
Okay, so tell us about it.
Yes.
The plan.
This is the plan. Manage your time like a lazy genius. The plan is an acronym, which is very exciting. Basically, the books that we normally read focus on the P of the acronym, which is preparation. And they teach us how to prepare, but then not to do anything else, like live our lives, or adjust the things in our lives and make small steps, because not everything that you set up is going to work.
Yeah, the plan doesn't always go as planned.
No, never. And then notice. We're not actually taught to notice the good where we are and to be where we are today, that we can honor who we are today. So we need all of those things to actually be good at planning in this way that makes us still feel like ourselves.
And this is your most recent of 3 books, so tell us about the other 2.
Yes, the first one is called The Lazy Genius Way. It has 13 lazy genius principles that you can use to solve any problem in any stage of life. They're not tools like hacks. We don't do that because those change with how your life goes. You can't use the same hacks in different seasons of life. So they're principles you can use at any time. And then The Lazy Genius Kitchen, which is my second book, applies those principles to your often most used, sometimes most hated room that you want to actually kind of enjoy again. So it helps you enjoy your kitchen in a new way.
Something about every time you just say the lazy genius, it just makes me smile. So it's like what I want to aspire to be.
I'm into it. I love it. I love it. It's great.
And you also have a podcast. We can find that online as well.
Yes. The Lazy Genius podcast. We have episodes every Monday. We are almost up to 400 episodes. It's great. The titles are very specific, so you can just skim and find what works for you.
Find what you need that day. Exactly. All right. The Lazy Genius. The new book is called The Plan. You can pick it up wherever you buy books, online as well. You can also find her podcast, her books, and all of her merchandise at thelazygeniuscollective.com. We're going to end our 3 to read with a book that maybe you can curl up by the fire with over your winter break, or maybe you're going somewhere warm, good for you, and you can take it on the beach. That would be super fun. Tita Ramirez is the author of Tell It To Me Singing. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
So, okay, let's go back. How did you know that you were going to be a writer? When did you know this, and how did it happen?
I actually was in denial for a very long time. I was in denial all the way through my English degree. I was in denial all the way through the moment when I came to my father's house, almost in tears, saying, I think I want to change my major to English. All the way into my early 20s, when I finally met a friend who had done a creative writing master's degree, and I realized that existed, and it all clicked into place, and it was like, you really need to realize that you're a writer and get on this and apply to grad schools. And I did, and I came to UNC Greensboro and did my master's in fine arts here at their amazing program, and the rest is history, sort of.
And now there's a book, Tell It To Me Singing. So where did this come from?
This originated as a short story. I was writing short stories for a while, and I wrote a story about the main character, published it, thought I was done, tried to move on with my life, tried to go write another story, was about to start my family, in fact, and realized I cannot stop thinking about this young woman and her mom and the predicament that she's in, which is that she's pregnant with her first child, and not in love with the dad, but instead in love with her ex, who she kind of still holds a torch for, and decided, you know what, just keep writing about them and see what happens. And then I realized, oh my goodness, I think I'm writing my first novel. And the plot thickened a lot. The book is set in Miami, where I grew up. It's about a Cuban-American family. I am half Cuban, half Anglo on my mom's side. I grew up in Miami amongst the Cuban community. The main character is a young Cuban-American woman who has only recently broken away from her family and is in kind of a growing period and an identity finding out period when her mom has to have emergency heart surgery. Which is a detail that I stole from one of my friends whose mom did have to have this surgery, and it was very complicated. And I thought, you know what, that would make some good plot. And then I realized, well, I need a little bit more than that. So I kind of borrowed something that happened in my own life, which was that when I was in my early 20s, my mom confessed a secret to me, which was simply that she had been married before my father, which I never knew. And, you know, that secret kind of blew me up a little bit, but not to the point that it really took my life in a different direction. And I thought, well, what if this character's mom drops a secret that's even more intense? And she does. On her way into emergency surgery, she says, I need to tell you that your real father is not the man who raised you. And so the story started to take shape from there, and I realized this is going to be an homage to telenovelas. This is going to borrow from telenovelas, and this is going to be a mother-daughter love story eventually, which is what it is.
Published this year. What has it been like since the book came out?
Weird, crazy, amazing, surreal. I'm so grateful this happened. I'm so grateful to every person who has bought this book, who has recommended this book, who has shouted it out on social media, because truly it does take a village, and word of mouth is honestly the way that people learn about books. I mean, it's moments like this, right? Yeah. We tell our friends, we tell our family, we put it up on our Instagrams or whatever. So I've been so humbled and grateful that people actually want to read this thing.
On to the next one then. Well, it is a season of gratitude. Tell It To Me Singing. You can get it wherever you buy your books. It's online, it's in bookstores, and you know that it is a Greensboro author who wrote it. We are in front of the ice rink in downtown Greensboro inside LeBauer Park. This is one of my favorite things to do, and No, not to skate. It's actually to watch the skaters. And guess what? Watching the skaters is free. Let's talk about some other fun, free things to do in downtown Greensboro. Cassie Richardson, marketing manager for DGI. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So good. All right. What are some of your favorite things to do downtown in December?
Oh my goodness, there is so much to do this December. We start this next weekend with the Festival of Lights on December 6th. Then we have the Holiday Parade on December 7th. The Festival of Lights will have the community lighting of the tree. It's completely free, as well as the Holiday Parade. Before the Holiday Parade, there is Christmas at the Carolina, where you can go see a Christmas movie. It's completely free. There's just so much to do. I could just keep talking.
Well, I would love you to keep talking. Okay,
Yeah.
You can also get around downtown for free. I mean, obviously you can walk, but you can also ride downtown for free.
Yeah, so the Hopper is going to be running starting November 30th on Saturday and Sunday through December 28th. You can do all of your holiday shopping. You can do some free window shopping, all of that great stuff. Support local.
One more free thing we cannot forget is the big guy. He's coming downtown, right?
He's going to be at the Biltmore Hotel throughout December. You can get photos with Santa. They'll have cookies and milk. They'll do all the fun stuff, and it's completely free.
Okay, so how do we find out about all this? Do we need to register for anything, and how do we do that?
So if you go to our website, downtowngreensboro.org, you can learn more about all the fun things happening at the Festival of Lights, the Holiday Parade, and Santa at the Biltmore.
For those who actually do want to get on the ice and do some skating, when is the rink open?
So the rink, if you want to go to our website at downtowngreensboro.org, you can see the full schedule. It'll be open through January, so even after all the holidays, you can still come out and ice skate in January. And it is $15 to rent ice skates and skate for 2 hours.
Yeah. Better chance of not falling, though, if you don't get on the ice. So I'll be watching, and that part is free. Find out once again, as Cassie said, about all these fun free events and some low-cost events too happening in downtown Greensboro. Do your shopping, do your dining, do your window shopping, and just walking around and enjoying the season right here in downtown Greensboro, downtowngreensboro.org. Hopefully this gives you a start on your holiday planning. Things to do, things to give, and ways to serve. Greensboro is rich in community spirit, and it's everywhere this time of year. From all of us here at GTN, we hope you have a wonderful holiday season.